Analysing the curtsy of a lady can tell us a lot, but what is it exactly that makes the curtsy of Catherine, Princess of Wales, utterly outshine that of Meghan Markle's every time? Hello Crown Crunchers, there are many ways to curtsy, fast and short, deep and slow, and the medieval dinner and tournament. But can we tell what one really feels about the Queen from a simple curtsy? Is it easy to distinguish gratitude from contempt? Princess of Wales Kate Middleton and the Queen have a notoriously close relationship, with the two of them often spending hours together discussing royal protocol, among other things. It was clear to see how much the Queen loved Kate, through the long list of endless jewels she was given. But can we tell how Kate really felt about Her Majesty the Queen? Let's take a look at a couple of moments in which Kate was respecting the Queen with the utmost honour of the curtsy. First, on her wedding day. Remember, this day is all about Kate and William. This is the biggest day of any woman's life. This is the day when the bridezillas come out. As we can see, Kate, fresh from her vows, turns to the Queen, and by the look on her face, she is delighted to honour the Queen at this moment. Kate gives a big beaming smile which lights up her entire face, including her eyes. That is important, as a fake smile can often be determined by the lack of eye muscle movement. The smile slowly fades only as her attention is drawn elsewhere. There is nothing fake here. I would like at this moment to compare directly Meghan's curtsy to the Queen on her wedding day, but conveniently, it's almost impossible to find anything other than an overhead shot in which the angle makes the curtsy barely visible. I say the angle, but I think we can also assume that the curtsy itself was somewhat lackluster. So let's take a look at a moment when both the Princess of Wales Kate and the Duchess of Sussex are side by side curtsying to the Queen, and break down the micro expressions to get a clear understanding of exactly how they are feeling in that moment. First, watch Kate. She has once again a beaming smile that consumes her entire face. Her arms are relaxed by her side and her head is tilted very slightly upwards, showing us that in that moment she feels relaxed. The fact that she is not covering her body with her arms tells us that she is very comfortable in the situation and doesn't feel threatened at all, nor a need to protect herself. Her feet are directed towards the Queen, indicating that she is committed to the person or situation and, moreover, wants to give her attention to it. The slight tilt of her head upwards could indicate the pride she feels in this moment. It is, of course, a privilege to be able to give a curtsy to the Queen. I can imagine once again that we are seeing the genuine display of love that Kate feels towards Queen Elizabeth shining through. Throughout the curtsy, we can see Kate's gaze is fixated on the royal car. Her joy is sustained up until the moment the Queen's car is no longer in sight. Only at that moment does she turn to address the crowd, who have been waiting patiently to greet her. Now let's take a close look at Meghan. This clip is very interesting, as the side-by-side comparison make it very clear just how opposing the two ladies' feelings towards the Queen really are. Before the curtsy even begins, Meghan's gaze drops to the right. She is not looking at the Queen. And you will notice she does not lift her gaze until she comes up from the curtsy. This expression normally can indicate shame, but in this scenario, due to subsequent events such as Brexit and the barrage of bitter statements that were directed towards the royal family, I believe it is more likely a resistance to committing to the curtsy. When she does look up, we catch a very quick and clear insight into how she is really feeling through one very distinct expression. But first, let's take a look at her arms. They are crossed over her abdomen as if to protect herself. If you think about this logically, it is a natural response to a predatory threat to protect your vital organs from violence. Of course, we still very often use it today to protect ourselves from any danger we may be feeling. This signals that she is not comfortable and could feel threatened by her surroundings. It could also show insecurity, but something tells me that that's not the case with Madame Markle. If we look down to her feet post-curtsy, they are pointing away, not at all on the same trajectory as Kate's. This could be interpreted as an attempt to dominate, whilst Kate is content to completely submit. Or it could indicate her desire to take her attention somewhere else. I believe that in this scenario, a bit of both elements are present here. So to this telling expression, pause there. If looks could kill. First, draw your attention to the slightly narrowed brow and the head tilted down. This can mean anger, but mixed with a slight smile only raised up on Meghan's left side is a classic indication of contempt. The fact that her gaze only meets with the Queen from a lowered brow and to the side shows her disrespect and distrust. Then she quickly turns away. Everyone else is still giving their undivided attention to the Queen, but Meghan is quick to move on to something more important. But let's quickly go back to that last drop of the eyes. It gives the impression of relief. We know she is uncomfortable with having to curtsy. It's beneath her. We really see that here she is glad it's over. Through her opened mouth, contemptuous smile, again the left side of her face slightly higher, which indicates contempt, whilst the brief widening of her eyes could suggest that she's sneering at something, be it the situation, the Queen, her husband, the pomp and ceremony, the medieval dinner and tournament. What it is exactly, we don't know. Needless to say, the two versions of the curtsy are very, very different. So let's see what you guys have to say about it. Alan says, as long as William and Kate keep doing what they're doing and being who they are, the future of the monarchy is secure, in my opinion. It is so endearing to watch Kate have that gleeful expression on her face. And it is not just in this curtsy here. It's not just at the wedding. Every single time she's curtsied to the Queen, she has the same beautiful, bright expression all over her face. It is undeniable that is a genuine emotion coming out. And of course, we do know they had a very, very close relationship. Medu says, Kate is just born to be a queen. William is so lucky to have found her. They have a mutual bond, it seems. You're so very right. And I think we are all very excited for the day when they do finally become queen. I hope it happens in my lifetime. And not that I hope it's soon, because I am quite excited about Charles and Camilla as well. They've got endearing qualities too. But I think the whole country is very much looking forward to William and Kate. Elizabeth says the elegance of Catherine shines through at every event she attends. Her curtsy to the Queen is respectful. The Queen smiles back. Her eyes show a true smile. It is very important to look at the eyes when someone is smiling, even in day-to-day life, because if the smile doesn't go up to the eyes, if the eyes do not change at all, then it is most likely a fake smile. So be warned as well with people who are around you. If you see that the smile is not affecting the eyes in any way at all, then be warned. Pantaleo says the Queen's smile in return says it all. We all love Kate. We all do love Kate. I certainly love Kate. The Queen too. The Queen too loved her. Jeanette says Prince William made the right choice marrying Kate. True love from both sides, and Kate is very well educated. She will be a perfect modern queen. I happen to completely agree with you. But to the more spicy comments, Jenny says, talking about Meghan, she promotes herself as an educated, highly intelligent individual and yet has zero interest to learn about the culture she is marrying into. Intelligent people are curious in nature and keen to learn. They take the initiative. I guess that BA in international relations was a waste of money. It's a pity that her father had to pay for it. What is so sad is that every time you hear her father talking about all of the things he paid for Meghan, he doesn't hold any resentment. He could have paid for a million more things. He could be completely broke now, but the only thing that he wants from his daughter is not repayment. It's just to see her and reignite that relationship. And that is awfully sad and awfully hypocritical from the prince and princess of empathy, Harry and Meghan. Karen says Meghan is so incredibly disrespectful, mocking curtsying the Queen. She's obnoxious and rude. We see it time and time and time again, and the more you look into her, the more is really revealed about her true intentions. I think we are just at the tip of the iceberg with regards to Meghan revealing her true colours. People are starting to get the measure of her. She had kind of tricked us all at the beginning, thinking that she was wonderful. We all loved Meghan at the beginning. The whole of Britain were completely rooting for her, and she has managed to completely flip that on its head. I think we are just beginning to see the true side of her. Beautiful Hangover, referring to the Netflix documentary, says, how do you explain you bow to your grandmother? Dude, your grandmother was the freaking Queen. Everybody knows that. Again, this is one of the ridiculous lies that Meghan told. She didn't know how to curtsy. She didn't realize she had to curtsy to the Queen. But genuinely, what planet has she been living on? Has she been under a rock the whole time? Everyone knows who Prince Harry is. She faked that she didn't know who Prince Harry was as well. And everyone can see through your lies. So there you go. That's all for this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit the like button if you think Kate's curtsy outshines Meghan's every time. And if you like, you can subscribe to our channel to help us grow, thus being able to make many, many more videos for you. Thanks. See you down in the comments.